who's streaking away down the home straight. Only Crawford can even get close. What's the time? It's gone for Usain Bolt and you. What a record! I do not believe it.
It's not javelin, it's the tradition of the old athletes. Unless you got a platform, you're relevant, stay relevant, you're known. If not, you're to the pastures, sent to the pastures already. A lot of them.
Grassroots is athletes, they come at a very young age. They don't know what is running. So from the grassroots only we can develop with the proper technique. If they come halfway, we cannot do. So grassroots is very important to develop athletes.
So you don't start early, you don't have like this grassroots tournament. If you come here on Friday, Saturday, Sunday, 100 over teams are participating, about almost 1,200, 1,400 kids are participating. So where do all these kids go? Schools, they don't have the program. Just come and play tournaments and they go back.
If it's plan means we have to look into their menu. We have to put a proper menu, water it, and the same thing goes to the athletes. When they're young, we are watching them, and what is their slackness and everything, we have to rebuild their whole this thing to develop. Some can be done, some athletes cannot be done.
If you ask what's the state of sports, it's in the doldrums. So how are we going to come out of it? Everybody has to put a think tab. There has been a total overhaul, which is impossible again, because it's not only at the national level, you have to go all the way down to state, schools. So it's a whole total revamp. Can we do that? Will people be willing to accept in this modern age? It's very difficult. As far as javelin is concerned, he's an icon for athletics, legend, and what he has done is amazing. Javelin is one of the pioneer coaches. He was a national coach. He was with Majlis Sukan Negara as a coach. Then, I think about 10 years ago, a group of them, including Walker Subra, all the good coaches were all dropped because they said they were old.
I was selected for Olympics in 1972, and I was the second best in the country. But I had an injury, ankle injury. See, that time we are training, I got the injury, but I didn't take it very serious. In fact, it's part of my mistake because I didn't see a proper doctor, and at the same time, I did not mention to anybody, scared that they may drop me. But when it came to an extent where I cannot hide anymore, so withdraw. I got to blame myself, and I am aware what is going to happen because I knew it. But I am a fool to continue the train without any medical preparation. Of course, everybody aimed to go for Olympics. I missed. But I'm quite happy that what I've achieved. I've gone up to Asian level, won a bronze medal. And that is my standard, that is my aim. And I'm fully satisfied with it. this is my passion. And now, even training now, I believe that my athletes are still improving and I'm also performing. So I still like to continue until I can.
Very experienced coach. As for me, I can say he's one of the powerful coach in Malaysia, one of the best in Malaysia too. This coaching session will be very light, but sometimes you also have anger issues. But doesn't mind, coaches always have that. But all part of the journey.
I feel sometimes tired. But when I think of my past, how our athletes performed and how they worked and how they brought name to me, everything goes on.
He was like a father, actually, portrays as a father, not a teacher, a teacher who is straight in school. He was more like a father, interact to everyone, not only me. Although those athletes were not training with him, but still around that area, he was like a father. He would advise, if anything, so he was there all the time.
He taught me the way of athletics, how to be disciplined, how to be responsible, how to sacrifice your time if you want to really succeed in the sport.
At the beginning, they were looking at me as a coach, but later on, they became very close to me at times. They really respect me, and always they are all quite close to me. I really look after everybody as my family. The good thing is, my wife is supportive. Some of the athletes, every Sunday they will come, they will cook, they eat, and sometimes they sleep and go back. And some athletes, they stayed in my house almost 2 to 3 years because of their parents are part of it. You can do anything but console them. Immediately console them. Don't take it as an enemy. Call them, talk to them, why I said that, why I said. And some of them, they are willing to realize.
It's not only him. You talk about athletes from the 60s, 70s. They have faded away because there is no platform for them to carry on. As a coach, when he was MSN, he was known. But after that, only Ipoh knows him. You talk about Jai Balan, only Ipoh knows him. You're going to ask anybody in the street here who's Jai Balan, they don't know. It's who is Jai Balan. So it's not why he faded away, it's just the system lah. Sadly, they don't get enough funding. It's all self-funding. Supporters, they do dinners. And recently, I think the state government did give them some funds. Basically, they are sole survivor, but they got some good coaches down there.
There are a lot of things we could have done. Since the funding is not there, we couldn't do much. We can ask the lecturer to come and lecture, medical term, injuries, rehab. It's all we did our own without much knowledge. And we didn't bring any professionals because we had to pay them.
Jai Balan had gone on to keep something alive which is dead now, which is the club activities, Panther Club. Those days we had to have jets, lights, many clubs, even in Klang Valley. And a lot of runners came out from these clubs. The clubs played a big role. But now it's dead. Nobody will have the time to go and run, or the management of the club is not there. Except for Panther and Ipoh, they have maintained to keep it alive.
I'm very, very proud. I walk tall. You know, now the current athletes, there's a development. They are popping out. If we give them another 2-3 years, they'll be shining in the MSSM, MSST, and all these things.
What he has done is done tremendously. He's a legacy. And Perak has always produced some good athletes, high jumpers, sprinters. So the talent is there. So if we have more clubs like Panther, maybe we'll produce more athletes rather than programs by MSN or state, which is not so personal.
We need a lot of changes, not in the government, in the association, where we can get things done. It's not the government. Government is only the paying authorities. Not only athletics, but a lot of other associations. They must change.